Hello everyone. What's up guys? I hope you all are doing well. In today's session is very useful for school going children, college going students, MPSC and UPSC aspirants, students of various competitive exams. At the end of this video, you will learn types of sentences, identification of sentences, either it is simple, complex or compound, transformation of sentences from simple to compound and complex, or compound to simple and complex, or complex to simple and compound, and tricks and hints to revise the same with solved examples. Now we'll have a glance on following sentences. The first sentence is, will the teacher be late? Next sentence is, I completed my college application essay. Next one, who graduated at the top of a class? Shut the door. What a cute dog. They spoke to him in Spanish, but he responded in English. The student wiped the whiteboard that was filthy with last week's notes. Let's see what are the types of these sentences. The first one, will the teacher be late, is a question or interrogative. Second one is the declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Third one is again interrogative sentence. Next one, shut the door, is the imperative sentence or command. What a cute dog is an exclamatory sentence. Now what is about last two sentences? They spoke to him in Spanish, but he responded in English. The student wiped the whiteboard that was filthy with last week's notes. What are these types? These are kinds of sentences. Let's see. Sentences are based on two kinds, based on their functions and based on their structures. Let's revise quickly. Sentences based on their functions: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Based on their structures: simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Let's see in detail kinds of sentences based on their structures. Before that, we'll have the basic elements for framing any meaningful sentence. For every sentence, the basic elements are subject and predicate. Priyanka plays tennis. In this sentence, Priyanka is the subject, plays tennis is the predicate. Now, moving ahead, the first type, that is simple sentence. What is simple sentence? A simple sentence contains only one subject and one verb. Remember, it contains only one subject and one verb. It has only one finite verb. Now we will observe how a simple sentence is constructed. The sentence is, we went to Arvind yesterday. In this sentence, we is a pronoun or it is a subject. Went is a verb. To Arvind is the prepositional phrase or complete predicate. Let's see the next one. Simple sentence, subject and predicate. Priyanka plays tennis. Priyanka, only one subject. Plays tennis, one predicate. Plays is the finite verb. Compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? A compound sentence has more than one part that can stand alone, or that is called as an independent clause. Independent clauses are connected by conjunctive adverbs or a semicolon or a coordinating conjunctions. Let's see the next one. Compound sentence. We went to home and most of us danced all night. In the given sentence, let's analyze the same. Compound sentence. We as a subject, went main verb, to home is the prepositional phrase, and is the coordinating conjunction. Most of us danced all night, and joins two sentences. The first part is we went to home and second part is most of us danced all night, and is a coordinating conjunction. Most of us is the subject in the second part. Danced is the verb. All night is the modifying phrase. Now uses of coordinating conjunctions. How to use coordinating conjunctions? First part, subject and predicate. It has to be joined with a coordinating conjunction, any conjunction, for example and second part, subject and predicate. First part and second part would be joined with coordinating conjunction. Now let's see compound sentence. Tom swims and Sania plays tennis. In this sentence, Tom swims is the first part and Sania plays tennis is the second part. Both the sentences are joined with the coordinating conjunctions and. Next one, compound sentence, coordinating conjunctions. Let's have a look on some of the commonly used compound sentences, some of the commonly used coordinating conjunctions in the compound sentence. For example, and, as well as, not only but also, but, either or, neither nor, or, else, otherwise, et, for, so, therefore, hence, etc. Example of compound sentence. Akshay swims and Neha plays tennis. Clause number 1, that is independent, and clause 2, that is also independent. Compound sentence with conjunctive adverbs. Moreover, however, otherwise, therefore, etc. Compound sentence with conjunctive adverbs. Om is handsome, moreover, he is rich. Clause 1, clause 2, independent, both are independent clauses. Now in the sentence, Om is handsome, moreover he is rich, semicolon before conjunctive adverb, that is moreover, and comma after conjunctive adverb, again after moreover. Conjunctive adverb, it might be at the beginning or in the middle or at the end. Om is handsome, moreover he is rich, at the beginning. Om is handsome, he is moreover rich, in the middle. Om is handsome, he is rich, at the end. Now let's see some of the examples. Because my coffee was too cold, I heated it in the microwave. Although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. She returned the computer after she noticed it was damaged. Whenever prices goes up, customers buy less products. As she was bright and ambitious, she became a manager in no time. Wherever you go, you can always find beauty. Now these are the sentences. What is common in these sentences? We can see that either the sentence starts with a conjunction or else the conjunction comes in the middle of the sentence. These are called as complex sentences. What is complex sentence? A complex sentence has at least two parts, one that can stand alone and other one that cannot. The part that cannot stand alone is linked to the rest of the sentence by a subordinating conjunction. Let's see. Since my friends and I wanted to have fun, we went to Deepika yesterday. In this sentence, since is the subordinating conjunction which is used to join both the sentence, that is my friends and I wanted to have fun, we went to Deepika yesterday. Now let's analyze this sentence. Now here, since is the subordinating conjunction, we wanted to have fun, part that cannot stand alone because it is dependent. And we went to Deepika yesterday, we as a subject went to Deepika yesterday, predicate, that is complete predicate. Complex sentence. How to construct a complex sentence? For complex sentence, we need to have two parts of the sentence. In the first part, subject and predicate, second part also subject and predicate, which must be joined with subordinate conjunction, any conjunction. For example, even though we have taken here. For example, Bobby is popular even though he is ugly. Bobby is popular, first part, he is ugly, second part. These two parts are joined with a subordinate conjunction, even though. So let's have quick look on some of the commonly used subordinate conjunctions. After, although, as, because, before, how, if, once, since, than, that, though, till, until, when, where, whether, while, which, why, whom, how, etc. Now example, Bob is popular even though he is ugly. Clause 1, clause 2. Clause 1 is independent. Even though he is ugly, clause 2, that is dependent. Now let's see some of the examples for the practice to identify the sentences. Before that, we'll have a glance on the next sentence. Subordinate conjunction. Even though John is ugly, he is popular. Clause 1, clause 2. One is dependent, another one is independent. Exercises. First one. Identify the following sentences. First one, the bell rang. Second one, Bridget ran the first part of the race and Tara biked the second part. He stands at the bottom of the cliff while the climber moves up the rock. I looked for Priyanka at the station. Now we'll see how to identify the sentence. The bell rang. The bell is the subject and rang is the finite verb. So in the bell, one subject and one finite verb. So it is simple sentence. Second one, Bridget ran the first part of the race and Tara biked the second part. As discussed earlier, there are two sentences are there and two subjects, two predicates are there, and both the part is joined with a coordinating conjunction and. So this is compound sentence. Next one, he stands at the bottom of the cliff while the climber moves up the rock. So here also we have two parts and both the parts are joined with subordinate conjunction while. So it is complex sentence. Last one, I looked for Priyanka at the station. Only one subject and one finite verb. Again simple sentence. Moving ahead, we'll have some practice and some tricks. I saw a boy, he was smart. Now here two sentences are there, two parts are there. We'll change this sentence, we'll join these two sentences with the conjunctions in compound and complex, or plainly in simple sentence, I saw a smart boy. So here in the first sentence, as we know that there are two subjects, I and he. So instead of he, we have taken directly a smart boy. He was a smart, both the sentences were there. We have directly cut the first part, he was. So I saw a boy, simple past. He was smart, simple past. So he was is cut. Instead of that, directly a smart boy is used. Second one, I saw a boy and he was smart. Again, both the sentences are joined with a coordinating conjunction and, so that's why it's compound. Last one, I saw a boy who was smart, complex, because it is joined with subordinating conjunction who. What are the tricks for the same that we'll see? In simple sentence, there are no conjunctions. Remember, in simple sentence, we have only one subject and one finite verb. In compound sentences which are joined with the coordinating conjunctions. In complex sentence, again both the parts are joined with subordinating conjunctions. Let's see some of the sentences. The first sentence is given in simple sentence. We will change it into compound sentence. So as we are aware about the compound sentence, it requires a coordinating conjunctions. So we will add and in this sentence to change it into compound sentence. For example, the servant ran away and added to their troubles. Second one, I had no money with me and I couldn't give the beggar anything. This is compound sentence. We'll change it into simple sentence. I had no money with me and I couldn't give the beggar anything. In this sentence, one thing is sure that instead of both the subject I and I, we are going to include only one subject. So having no money with me, I couldn't give the beggar anything. This is the simple sentence. As the first part, having no money with me, here we don't have any specific subject. But the next part, I couldn't give the beggar anything, that is simple sentence. Now next one, tell the truth is the simple sentence. We'll convert the simple sentence into complex sentence. So what is important in the complex sentence? Subordinate conjunction is very important in the complex sentence. Tell that which is true, complex sentence. So here that is the subordinate conjunction. I am surprised that you should believe in such nonsense. This is the complex sentence. We are going to change it into simple sentence. So I and you will see how it could be changed. I am surprised at your belief in such nonsense. So instead of that you, we have taken your and the sentence is joined with preposition at. Instead of taking conjunctions, so here prepositions are used to connect both the parts. I loved him because he was my friend. This is the complex sentence. Now we will change it into compound sentence. He was my friend and I loved him. Compound sentence. We called upon Mr. Patil and he introduced us to his wife. Compound sentence. We will change it into complex sentence. When we called upon Mr. Patil, he introduced us to his wife. This is complex sentence. Next example. To our surprise, the candidate didn't turn up. This is the simple sentence. We'll change it into compound sentence. The candidate didn't turn up and it surprised us. Compound sentence. Last one. Being dissatisfied, he resigned his position. This is the simple sentence. We would change it into complex sentence. He was dissatisfied from his position, therefore he resigned. This is the complex sentence. After that, we will have some hints, some tricks to remember the sentences or to identify the sentences. So let's see the hints. In simple sentence, we have only one subject. In simple sentence, we have only one verb, one finite verb. And in simple sentence, there are no conjunctions at all. Both parts of the sentences might be connected with some changes with the help of the prepositions. So use prepositions as a connector. Compound sentence, two subjects are there. And in compound sentence, we have two verbs. And in compound sentence, we need to use coordinating conjunction. Complex sentence, two or more subjects might be there, and in complex sentence two or more verbs would be there, and subordinating conjunctions are used to join the sentences. Thank you.